I think it's fair to say, when you a star, regardless if they try to put you in the shadows, you will stay shining. And that's what Terence Crawford proved, doing 1.6 million views on ESPN versus Mean Machine with almost zero promotion up to a week before the fight. So we're going to talk about it. How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Pieces and blessings upon all my Akhis and all my sisters out there. Welcome to Akhi TV. If you want to be part of the family, subscribe below if you're trying to get smart about the minute. If you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't. Listen to these casual fans / old media, which they're not going to talk about this. However, we're going to talk about it, us new media. So after being right for the 1,000th time, this month alone, I might need to consider starting preaching, then reporting. So Terence Crawford, like I told y'all, he is starting the game. And with zero promotion up to a week before the fight, with competing against UFC on ESPN and competing against Dazn, where Virgil Ortiz fought as well, which we all know Dazn never really released the numbers because I don't know how well they're doing. However, on the other hand, Crawford versus Mean Machine peaked at 1.6 million views on ESPN. Even though there was so much going on that week, that fight wasn't promoted that well, and Crawford still shines brighter than a lot of fighters today, including Lomachenko, who is heavily promoted, and like the likes of Tyson Fury, and even fighters from other networks, because Crawford held the record for 2018 for the highest viewed fight on network television, which he looking to do the same in 2019. I mean, peaking at 1.6 million, he topped a lot of superstars in the game, including Canelo on Dazn and all of that. So he doing well for himself, especially when he's not promoted as a pound-for-pound number one should be. So congratulations to the pound-for-pound number one for having one of the most entertaining fights of 2019 and having a tremendous success as well. Like I said, that proves my point on what I said on Split Decision. I agree with what Terence Crawford said as far as there's no other side of the street if y'all want to make the big fights happen, because him versus anybody is a mega fight almost. So I agree with Terence Crawford. However, I stated, yeah, he's high reward because he pound for pound number one and he one of the biggest stars in the game. But at the end of the day, he's even a higher risk, because if they can't beat you, then they might well avoid you, right? Now, some of the fans stated, hey, it's business at the end of the day. I mean, if PBC have all the talent pool, of course they're going to want them to fight each other on their network. They're not going to want to share the wealth. And I agree with that. However, if Terence Crawford's steady doing these numbers, having high ratings, being pound for pound number one, somebody's going to have to come see him, because he is pound for pound number one. And at the end of the day, in boxing is the best versus the best. So we got to see the best versus the best. And if they want to be the best, they have to see Terence Crawford. So I understand boxing is business at the end of the day, and fighters sometimes got to agree with the network. But if you do want to fight somebody like Deontay Wilder, you can make the fight happen. However, for Deontay Wilder case, he already fought everybody on his side. And Tyson Fury, on the other hand, obviously he has nobody to fight. So that's why the networks are willing to work with each other. Meanwhile, the PBC, for example, at the welterweight division, the talent pool is so high that they could have mega fights for years without having to seek another network. And that's why I stated early on, from day one, that Terence Crawford need to go to PBC to make these big fights happen. Because, yeah, I understand his point. But on the other hand, you got to understand, business is business at the end of the day. So the networks is going to do what's best for their network. It's only common sense. Now, that being said, hopefully Porter fights Terence Crawford. Hopefully they put their friendship aside if that fight could get made. So, like I said, Terence Crawford, regardless of him being on ESPN or not being promoted, treated unfairly, he's still one of the biggest stars in the game, and he proves it time and time again. So subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumber by the second, don't listen to these casual fans. Follow Lunatoon Boxing for the funniest boxing memes. I will leave his IG link in the description box below. So keep it a G and follow my man, because he too part of the new media wave that Deontay started. So click on the notification bell to get notified every time we post or go live, and to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace, and we out here.